Okay. This next one I'm going to read is a little short story I wrote. I don't even know if I'm going to post this one, um, but it's about kind of conflicting sides of my viewpoint after my breakup. Uh, So if that's not something you're interested in, please feel free to move on to another video if it's been posted or a previous one. But it's called Duality. sometimes, sometimes I think I could wait forever. I would wait forever just to be with her again. At what expense? You can't possibly think, after everything she's done to you, that she would even care, much less consider you. When I see her face, I see all the things I first did. I see her confidence, her charisma, I see her smile. What about everything she hid? She revealed it all to us then. The lies, the carelessness. How can you still not see it? She didn't mean it, surely. It just seems like negligence. She's confused. She doesn't have the maturity we do. The months of torturous pain say otherwise. Pain interrupted only by sparse messages from her. She established herself as our only source of joy, and then starved us. She always checked in. She was being compassionate. She still cared. That I cannot explain. Either she was so committed to a lie, or maybe all her love was not lost. You see, I certainly believe she still cared. We're forgetting what she promised. We had only one reasonable request. Did she not waste what we went through? And look where we are now. Path to recovery is shaky. We know that better than anyone. Her path to another man is clear. No intelligent person can ignore that. She was lost, in need of something, somebody to hold on to. And why did she leave in the first place? Time and time again, we stayed by her side. We were there the whole time, watching and hurting. People change. I believe the one I desire no longer exists, lost to the waves high. It's a shame she changed for the worse. Shame we're still here. Well, yeah, I always find that interesting to read back through. That's probably my third time reading it back since this is a real recording, but there's a lot of things that I can see in that, having written it in myself, that are true, and there's a lot of things I see that may be exaggerated. You know, when I say months of torturous pain, it's probably an exaggeration, but also at the time it really felt like that. And but I think, well, I might have been spot on with a lot of this, but then again, I probably wouldn't know. I can't say she changed for the worse. That line at the end there, it's a shame she changed for the worst. I don't know. From the outside, it often looks like that, but you never truly know what's going on in somebody's heart unless they tell you, really. Sometimes even then, we don't know as people even what's going on in our own hearts. And for me to say then, why did she leave in the first place? Well, with all honesty, it was nearly mutual. We were both upset and kind of in a shaky place, and it just wasn't working, and a lot of decisions were made in the depths of negative emotion. That's something I look back and regret often, but you can't go back and change decisions, you know? So, I like this. I think it portrays what I was feeling, and I think that there's parts of it that are certainly good. I think it portrays positives and negatives pretty well, you know? I wanted to believe that she cared, but also part of me certainly believed that she didn't. That's just coming on close sometimes. That was a really hard thing to struggle with, is wanting to believe that the situation was good, but oftentimes in life not everything is. And even now, looking back, I still can't say I really know, but I've made peace with that fact, and separated myself from the desire to need that knowledge. sometimes it's the only route to go, you know? I don't concern myself with their well-being anymore because then I would just keep getting hurt, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, in a sense, I don't know how applicable that would be to other people, but, you know, if somebody you care about is just going to keep hurting themselves, it's going to keep causing you distress. And at a certain point, with all due respect, knowing that they're not going to put themselves in serious harm, sometimes just need to dissociate yourself, you know. But it's kind of a weird subject to talk on, and I don't even fully understand myself even now, you know. Just, it's definitely different by person, but this was kind of what I needed to do, was to separate myself eventually. But that's that. If I posted this, then I hope you liked it, and yeah, I'll see you in phone number 80, because this is 79 and a half technically, but I'll see you in number 80 in the next video. Bye.